It's been some time since I've done a Mission Chief video, and I am back. Well, for the meantime anyways. But I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial video on EMS. So, within the last... This probably came out like 6 months ago, but well, it's a long story. But anyways, on a medical call, let's just take a look at what we have. This will just be a general layout, and it'll make more sense as I go along. What I'm trying to explain here. But if we look at this, to determine a call versus ALS versus BLS, is these things. It's divided up into 2 categories with 5 different letters, which is fucking stupid, but that's just my opinion. But if we look at A right here, that is BLS. There is 5 letters, which is A, B, C, and D, and E. Yeah, 5. There we go. So yeah, A is BLS, but there's a catch. There's also ALS. So, A, like again, for this fever is BLS. There can be fever calls that are ALS, which is más o menos. But if we look at this cardiac arrest, this is E. Obviously, a cardiac arrest is an ALS call. However, sometimes if you're in bumfuck nowhere, you're just a BLS service. So we have an E, which is ALS. So the 2 categories are A, B, C, D, and E. Now, A and B are both BLS calls. And C, D, and E are ALS calls. So if I dispatch my ALS unit to this cardiac arrest, it'll start treating and transporting immediately. If we look at this light aircraft crash, we have all D's right here, so it's pretty much critical patients. I can send an air med helicopter to, ironically, an aircraft crash, which is kind of funny, actually. But yeah, let's do that. And we'll send a BLS unit to the fever. Now, the thing is, I'm playing in Houston right now. They have BLS and ALS units split up. So, the thing is, there's a lot more BLS units in Houston than there is ALS, and a lot of the Mission Chief calls are ALS. Especially with all these new bullshit calls they come out with possible sepsis and other stupid shit like that. Granted, it does obviously happen, but no one knows what the fuck sepsis is. The normal person does not know what sepsis is. So yeah, that's pretty much what we do. For this possible sepsis, I dispatched an ALS unit. An ALS unit is Medic 50, and they're responding. For this allergic reaction, we have a C, and that is a ALS unit. So we're going to be sending the City Ambulance Service. That's an ALS company out of Houston, and a couple other locations throughout Texas. But if we just take a look at my categories real quick, let's just take a look at this allergic reaction, which is a C. I have mine split up into 4 different categories. We have AirMed, ALS, BLS, and EMS support. The EMS support is like the supervisors that also respond to calls sometimes, or what some people call them are fly cars, which they do have in some cities. Damn, where was I just going with this? But yeah. Actually, I was going to bring up another thing, but that's alright. That is pretty much it for the 4 different categories on ALS versus BLS, on how to determine what unit is on where. I don't know, that's pretty much all I got. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I love answering questions, so if you guys have any questions about Mission Chief, just let me know in the comments, and I will gladly make a video if it's worth my while. Also, I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. That's actually pretty dope. So if we look here, we have, this is our ALS unit. These are medic units within the city of Houston. This is what their ambulances sort of look like. And their BLS units are, if I can find a BLS unit. Their BLS units are red. Well, they're not actually red, but I made the BLS units red just for shits and gigs. But yeah, so I made the BLS ambulances red and the ALS ambulances white. But we also have an ambulance company. Their ambulances look exactly like this. This is a Polish ambulance I just grabbed off someone's thing, off their graphics pack. And I'll show you guys just quickly how to grab the graphics pack. I could literally make this into a boat if I wanted to. So if I go down here, I go to Edit. I go to Select Vehicle Graphic from Library. We have these different columns. We have ALS, Crash Tender, Boat Trailer, whatever. You can pick different types of ambulances. So if you have multiple different companies, or if you have like a children's hospital ambulance, those are a little bit bigger and stuff like that. Otherwise, you can just pick different ambulances, just pick the thing. But I'll show you guys what I'm kind of talking about here. I can pick any unit. So for my my EMS supervisor vehicles, I didn't really like the fly cars because they looked so stupid. The fly cars that they have. I don't know. Let's see what they got. Yeah, it's all stupid shit. So I think for the fly car or the supervisors, I did actually use these Silverados. Otherwise, yeah, you can use different things like the battalion chief. They look like fly cars also. So if we just take a look at the battalion chief unit, you're looking at explorers and stuff like that, or even Tauruses, depending on what service you got. But like this Durango, that could be like a fly car. So you can just use this. And if we look right here, our ambulance that was that boxy looking disgusting thing, like this one, just turned into this Durango. So that's how you can pick different looking ambulances. So that's just a cool thing I always found. But let's just switch it back to this Polish thing. But that's about all I got. I'm gonna make one more video after this, and it's pretty much gonna be me ranting about clinics and that dumbass update. And you'll hear me out, and you'll be like, "Wow, I can see why he's siding with that opinion." But yeah, stay tuned. It'll be great. You're gonna hear me bitch big time.